the good Lord's willing, and the creeks don't rise.
All weapons on stage are not lethal. They're just toys.
Well, it looks like a knife, and it's covered in blood.
Oh, help me, Dagger! No! The arrest and let me die!
And the dagger?
Well, the way I get it, it's like a symbol.
Here's something.
Your head is loaded?
What's the use of it if it isn't loaded?
I now dub thee Air Director. You want to? No. Marine. All right.
What?
I don't. But if she comes back with a chainsaw,
And if that doesn't work, I got a chainsaw on the bus. Okay, I'm getting the chainsaw.
Motive? This isn't a murder case.
You gonna be downtown later today?
You ever been married?
Once.
How'd you meet him?
Hit him with my garbage truck.
It looks like the bottom of a river in here.
You see, if someone comes in here and looks around, they think I'm something of a pack rat. Tea time. The great unwashed. You really ought to try this.
You say that after mentioning unwashed.
Doc, was that what you meant? Was I convincing?
Sorry.
Well, it's a bit cluttered, and that's putting it mildly.
And we're not so much strangers anymore.
Well, I'm not, but you keep getting stranger.
Are you sure you won't have something to drink? I've been all morning. It should be about ready by now.
I believe so. No lemon.
It is nor hand nor
But nor arm nor face nor any other part belonging to a man.
Oh, well, if this helps. Here's my card.
This is the Four of Hearts.
Do you know what today is?
It's the start of the nesting season of the Yucatan Peninsula loons. It's Porky Pig's birthday! What? Thank you! I almost forgot. I must write this down with a few things of my own. Oh, and unless I miss my guess, it's the start of National Pickle Week. I'll call it the best laid plans of pigs and pickles.
I meant today's date. What is today's date?
Today's take him, you poor cuckoldly knave. I know him not, yet I wronged him.
Which well thou knowest is crossing full of sin.
What, are you busy? Oh, help. You talk with your dog?
Well, usually I talk. He reads. Please sit down. Stand and face forward.
And then you'll answer my questions?
Eyes closed. Hold up your arms. Reach the sky. Be a tree. You gotta be the tree. Feel the leaves blowing in the wind. Now, be the bird on the tree. Be the bird. Okay, now, hold out your arms and rotate them in circles.
But nor arm nor face nor any other part belonging to a man.
And
George Bernard Shaw, who once said,
Who cares?
Jin, web lane, crazy eight.
Nobody tells me nothing around here.
Well, at least she's not wearing a gorilla suit.
it's at the cleaners.
Doc, you've done a lot of things before, none of which we want to bring up here.
I'm not so sure. The one thing you can't rely upon for is her unreliability.
Which makes her even more unreliable.
Procrastinate means. Why don't you tell us what it means, Leo?
Well, I believe it comes from Greek mythology. It means conforming me to something against my own nature.
This is ridiculous. I know I made an appointment for 1 o'clock.
Believe me, if I had remembered our date, I would have done something about it.
You mean like cleaning up?
No, I would have put out get well cards.
Says here she's Amanda Pemberton.
I bet that's her.
Says here she's a psychologist.
That accounts for it. I wish I had known she was coming. We could have really put on a show for her.
This is especially dangerous considering that the subject knew of the impending visit by psychologists. And obviously, this made no difference in either her attitude or demeanor. In our opinion, she needs supervision and should not be allowed to fend for herself.
You see, what really bothered me is Doc knew I was coming, but she still carried on. I mean, it was all set up by... Wait a minute. You didn't set up an appointment. You didn't call her.
I just felt that if the subject wasn't aware of Miss Pemberton's credentials, she'd be more at ease.
You don't have any bait.
That's okay. There's no fish.
There's no fish because there's no water.
How can she fish where there isn't any water?
Oh, trick Doc taught her. Doc figured she needed something to, I don't know, let her unwind. So Doc showed her that old dried up riverbed and taught Max how to fish, sit back, count the clouds, that kind of thing.
What are you two doing back so soon?
It started raining again.
Doc, you're right. It's too wet out for croquet.
I said to be back.
How'd you do that? On such a day as today, the rain's finally stopped. The sun is out and the birds are singing.
What did you do to her? What's with this lightning?
No, I think you and I ought to go fishing in yonder dried up riverbed.
Can't go fishing, Doc. There's water in it now.
Oh. The story of Noah and the flood. The rain came upon the earth and changed their world. And in fact, I think it's about to change yours as well.
What?
Your Honor, my good friend Maxine and I like to visit a dry riverbed south of my house about a month. Imagine my surprise when Maxine pointed out the same river was now flowing with heavenly waters.
I thank you. What is she talking about?
The river that previously flowed on that side of my house now flows on that side. And I, my house, my property, and indeed this entire hearing is situated in the county of Klein.
What is today's date?
I'm hungry. Got any chips?
Catch lots of non-fish.
Change my mind. You got anything to eat? Who's having codfish cakes?
That what I smell?
Could be. It's either that or the fish sticks.
We're having fish sticks and codfish cakes?
Of course not. I burned the fish sticks.
Is something burning?
That's the fish sticks. I hope.
Max is fixing lunch.
Yeah, she just cooks until the smoke alarm goes off. Then we eat.
We're ordering pizza. Wait a minute, guys. There's no need to fight amongst ourselves.
Max, just stay out of this.
Well, excuse me. I was just thinking of Doc. my big mouth.
Wait, Doc.
You guys go ahead. Think I'll go in the kitchen and fix a sauerkraut sandwich.
Right. See if I have any more pickles.
Sure. A pleasant good morning. Well,
Who are you?
it's me, Matt. Anybody want a pickle?
Hey! What did you say to these people?
Me and my big mouth.
Wait,
I'm hungry.
Are we having pizza or what?
I'm not home. But I should be back soon. I've been gone for hours and didn't leave a note. Would you like to leave a message? What? No, I don't see. Fine, I'll tell her when she comes in. Now, there's a lady who can sure deflate your balloon.
Why, what'd she tell you?
Well, she told me to deflate my balloon.
I don't know why I didn't expect that.
sure, if I can get your car running.
No, we'll take the balloon.
Great.
You really do have a hot air balloon, don't you?
Doesn't everybody?
Why do you need a hot air balloon?
No one will pull my rickshaw.
You asked.
I know.
Saw you up in your balloon this morning.
Oh yeah, Leo and Doreen went with me. Extra, you know. Anyway, we were up around 200 feet, and Leo and Doreen were hemming and hawing and pulling on the strings in the side of the basket. And they accidentally pulled the one that held the old bicycle to the side.
You're kidding. You dropped a bicycle from 200 feet in the air?
You're right, I should probably get a new bicycle.
Doc, we're gonna go take a drive and look for a certain bicycle.
Tomorrow, same time, same channel.
Where are Leo and Doreen now?
Out scouring the countryside looking for UFOs. and you're in it for the money, right?
Have to pay repairs for my Mercedes.
What?
Yeah. Somebody slammed a bicycle on top of it really hard. It was as if it was dropped from the whole place.
Oh, so justice has finally fallen upon you. Mom! And besides, we already bombed his car with a bicycle.
Is that what happened to it?
Ah, the muse has settled around your shoulders. Give us a look.
Well,
My! What do you call it?
Florida.
Good!
Looks like just a bunch of yellow and orange stripes.
What were you thinking when you painted it?
Well, I had a bunch of yellow and orange paint left over after I did the Johnson's den.
They wanted you to paint their den yellow and orange?
They're both colorblind. What are the odds?
Sunrise in Florida.
Better title. What do you think?
It looks like a sunburnt zebra.
Wow, better title.
I'm just gonna write up my report as I see fit. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're a psychologist.
I should have guessed it. Sherlock Holmes would have had her pinned down in 10 seconds. Briefcase, stern behavior, penchant for questions, really into anxieties. I must do something. And besides, you need a psychologist report. And so far, why does that sound familiar?
I'm afraid I didn't conduct myself in a very professional manner. So after filing my initial report, I decided to come back, make amends, and try to behave myself. I'm afraid it's out of your hands now. We go to court in 1 week.
You want me to go back into a courtroom?
And if you don't show up, it's not my fault.
We have a psychologist's report, and we don't believe you're capable of rational behavior. And we can prove it if we have to.
A psychologist report?
Yes, a very reputable firm sent over their finest, newest, and if I may say so, most down-to-earth subject to interview you.
Yet I should kill these with much cherishing. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, and I shall say, good night.
What did you do to her?
And all they have is Charlotte's word against mine.
Plus one psychologist report.
What?
Doc, I filed my preliminary report with Firestone, you know, when I was first out here. But then I came back to do the follow-up, but they're sticking with my first report. Said it's the most objective.
Okay. Subject, Wilma Josephine Babcock. Upon interviewing the subject, it is our considered opinion that she is totally lacking in concentration, unable to keep to any subject for more than a few seconds. She lives in a fantasy world made up of flights of her rampant imagination, with an almost cult-like following of several underaged individuals who see her as their mentor.
You remember that first day, Doc?
They could put away the Pope with this report.
I would now like to place in evidence this psychologist's report on the mental stability of Miss Babcock.
Fine.
That report was written by a junior member of the firm Leroy and Portnoy, who, I might add, has contributed to many court casings here and around this district.
Is the psychologist who made this report present?
Here, Your Honor, if you would.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Make her swear on a Bible. Hey, I watched Perry Mason too.
Now, Miss Pemberton, did you write and submit that report in good faith to my firm?
I did.
And as it is stated, do you agree with your findings, keeping in mind that you represent an entire office of reputable psychologists?
I do.
No more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
With one subtraction.
Charlotte, what's your last name now?
Denzel, Mom.
That's right. Charlotte Dinzelmum. There's that glassy, long-suffering, patient stare, reminiscent of a cobra listening to a clarinet. That zombie-esque countenance. You want me to stop talking? Gerald Firestone, as I live and breathe.
Isn't that a bit redundant?
No! I know a lot of people who only breathe.
Oh, I didn't know you were entertaining.
Oh, you know me, Steve. I'm always entertaining.
Is it that
What? Steve here is a bachelor. He spends most of his time studying the works of Milton. And in his spare time, he dabbles in oils. William Shakespeare.
No, you're first.
No, that's me.
What?
Little trick of hers. That's her last name. What? First.
First what?
First. That's my name. The second one, the last, is first. Next question.
They're fairly standard questions. We ask them of everyone.
And no one knows the answer?
You think?
Hold on.
It's so nice having you two lovely people come into my establishment. Please, make yourselves at home.
Doc,
Doc.
I will fix you something so nice to eat. You're gonna be able to Wait, you don't think, you really think so? He wants to audition too. I think you may be missing my point. He wants to play Romeo. He likes coming out here.
Oh, for crying out loud, Doreen. He likes you.
I mean, he's a nice guy and all, but he's just a kid. And how old was Romeo?
Yeah, and he ended up dead. Did he? Maybe that was the cable version.
Okay, look, say you're Doreen. I'll be you. Doreen, these past few weeks have been wonderful, and I finally figured the reason is you. I can hold in no longer this longing. I can think of nothing but your gentle touch and alabaster face. Would you do me the honor of dining with me?
You've done this before. Doreen, these past few weeks have been wonderful.
Well, whenever I get the chance to work on a play, I just jump in with both feet. And it's
And I need you to shut your mouth! I'm still talking! Doreen, these past few weeks have been wonderful, and I finally figured the reason.
Do you feel all right?
I can't hold it any longer.
Doreen, listen to him.
Sure.
And I finally figured the reason was you.
You're gonna be sick because of me?
Oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Go on.
Doreen.
Yes?
Oh, I can think of nothing.
Well, that's obvious.
No. I mean, I can think of nothing but your gentle touch and Alabama face.
Alabaster!
What did you just call me?
Mesdames and messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Magique Extraordinaire!
Miss Charlotte Denzel.
Boo! Thanks, Max.
For what?
Remember what you said the other day? If the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise?
Oh yeah, I'm genius.
Mrs. Dizzle?
Doreen, these past few weeks have been wonderful.
Doreen, these past few weeks have been wonderful.
Well, whenever I get the chance to work on a play, I just jump in with both feet. And it's
And I need you to shut your mouth! Doreen, these past few weeks have been wonderful.
And I finally figured the reason is you.
And I finally figured the reason.
Do you feel all right?
And I finally figured the reason was you.
I can hold in no longer.
I can't hold it any longer.
This longing. I can think of nothing.
Oh, I can think of nothing.
Well, that's obvious.
No. I mean, I can think of nothing
But your gentle touch and alabaster face.
but your gentle touch and Alabama face.
Oh, good heavens, I've slept through my alarm. Hi, Winnie. How are you doing today? I just wanted to thank you so much
Floyd's willing, and the creeks don't rise. With the ring for your hand.